Hey, it's Tony, Talking Car Biz, Part 2. The interior of this brand new 2023 Toyota 4Runner. This is going to be a TRD off-road edition. Hey, in this video I'm going to go ahead and dive inside and show you all the interior features. And then be sure to watch for a link at the end of this video for the exterior overview, part number 1. So let's get started inside and check it out. On the driver's door, let's take a look at what we've got for features here. So this is an all black door panel. It does have padded armrest here. There's some red stitching as well in the door panel. And then they've got this gloss black metallic trim around here as well with a chrome door handle here. One touch up and down on all 4 windows, power door locks, power mirror locks. We also have a place down here for storage cubby, if you will, bottle holders down here, and then a speaker in the door as well. And then there's a puddle light down on the very bottom of that door. So really just your basics, but very functional on the door panel. So take a look at our driver's seat. Driver's seat's full power, forward, backwards, up and down, power recliner, power lumbar support. These seats are going to be a Softek fabric seat, so black Softek with more of that red stitching running up into the TRD headrest. That's a height adjustable headrest, also height adjustable seat belts on here. Swing around this way, we'll take a look at the dashboard. There's a number of switches on this side. So there's a vent here with on and off, up and down, left and right. Power mirror controls, dimmer switch for your dash lights, automatic high beams on and off. This is your 360 view for your terrain view. We've got a 120 volt accessory in the trunk, and you turn that on and off right there. And then we have our electronic front window de-icer switch there as well. Moving down, we've got a hood release, parking brake, dead pedal, gas and brake exactly where you'd expect them. It also has a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. It's not a power steering wheel, but it does tilt and telescope. Let's go ahead and grab a seat. Behind the wheel of the 4Runner, there's a pretty good amount of room up front for the front driver, front passenger. Just wanted to show you the leg room here. So I've got the driver's seat all the way back, and I could not drive the 4Runner with the seat all the way back. I'm 5'7", so I'm pretty sure a 6-footer is going to be just fine. There's a lot of adjustments with the seats to get you into just the right position. So as far as the steering wheel goes, we've got a leather wrap steering wheel here, and new for 2023, one of the very few things that they've changed is for 2023 we actually have a heated steering wheel. So it's leather wrapped, and there's a switch down here to be able to turn on the heated steering wheel. So that's new for 2023. I would say it's about time. They haven't had it up until this year, so that's a nice add. As far as features, there's a driver's side airbag. There's controls over here for your information center, which is up in the gauge cluster. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. There's also dynamic radar cruise control settings here. Lane tracing is here as well. And then your cruise control settings are still down here, kind of that old school Toyota setup. Over on this side, we've got our connectivity for our smartphone, Bluetooth connectivity. We also have voice activation. We also have controls here for the sound system to change the stations and or raise and lower the volume. On this side of the steering wheel are the headlight controls, daytime running lights, fog lights. All those controls are right here, and high beams are here as well. And then over on this side is where we have our wiper controls. So I have intermittent front wipers, and then also your rear washer wiper has intermittent features as well. So all the things you'd expect out of a vehicle of this caliber for sure. Let's go ahead and start it up. I want to show you, first I need to move the seat forward. I want to show you what it looks like when you wake it up in the morning. So let's do that. Again, it's a push button start system. So foot on the brake, keys in my pocket, and away we go. So a little bit of an animation there as it starts up and gets cooking. It's a white on black backlit display. On the left hand side, we've got our tachometer and our temperature gauge, our information center, fuel gauge, and our speedometer over here, and there's a trip reset there as well. As far as the information center, through the middle here, It gives you a variety of information, and you can move through those settings. I'm sorry, wrong side. Through using these controls, so I can toggle through my trip computer. I've got the steering angle as far as the vehicle's set up on the road. There's a compass, audio settings. We also have our safety sense, or lane departure, pre-collision, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert. So all of those controls can be taken care of right here on the steering wheel with your thumb, if you will. As we head over to the center stack, the TRD Premium Edition does come with the navigation system here. A little bit of an old school, if you will, navigation system. I'm confident when they do a redesign that'll be all changed. It works fine, it's functional, it's probably not the most aesthetically pleasing, but it gets the job done. There's a digital clock up here. Here's your 4-ways. We have 2 more vents here for heating and air conditioning. Scrolling down, I did want to say this has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Alexa compatible, also Sirius satellite radio. You get 2 years of the the Platinum package at no charge, and then there's a subscription for that. Kind of old school on the heating and air conditioning controls, so no automatic temperature control. So you've got the big dials to be able to make your selections. Rear window defrost is here, and your temperature setting. But again, no automatic climate control on the TRD Premium Edition. I did want to show you that backup camera, by the way, while I'm here. So let's take a look here. So here's your backup camera. Probably not the most vibrant. It's a little bit old school, but it does function well. It's just not all that aesthetically pleasing. And it does have the multi-terrain selection as well, so you can set it up to see in front and on the side of you when you're doing that off-road driving. Heading down further, we've got a USB, old school USB port here, 12 volt port here. These are just storage cubbies, if you will. There's a cup holder here, and on the TRD Premium we have the old school shifter for your 4-wheel drive versus the dial that you'd see on a Sport. And then your center console here, we've got a TRD shift knob with leather here and here, and then this is kind of silver painted, similar to what we saw on the outside, similar to what you see here on the inside. This is a 5-speed traditional 5-speed automatic transmission. More storage, another cup holders, 2 heated seat controls. Turn that off so you can see they have lights on there. And then they also have the rear window switch here. So this switch controls your back window. So the tailgate window can be opened and closed, which is really nice. When you drop that window, drop all your side windows, and then drop the sunroof or open the sunroof, it gives you a lot of fresh air flowing through. As far as the center armrest, pops open. It's a nice big deep storage compartment. It also has a 12 volt here. There's no other charging ports in here, just this 12 volt, and then there's a pocket right here on the under the armrest to stow stuff. Siri's trying to talk to me. A little bit more of that red stitching here, and this is a nice big padded armrest.
I'm still not sure about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Leave me alone. I gotta tell her to stop talking. Sorry about that. So on the passenger side, we've got the TRD headrest. Notice the back seats don't have that TRD on the headrest, just the front seats. There's a optional power sliding moonroof. This is a $630 extra fee for that if you want this sunroof. I like it. I recommend it, especially the fact that the back window drops down. That really opens it up, especially if you're doing some off-road driving. It's nice. We've got side curtain airbags up here. There's a passenger assist grip. This is kind of a metallic dashboard here. Here's your glove box, and there is a lock on there as well. And of course, all the owner's manuals come standard. Take a look up here. We've got lighted vanity mirrors on both sides. We've got visor extensions on both driver and front passenger. And then as far as our overhead console, we've got a whole bunch of buttons and switches. So we've got some overhead lighting here, garage door openers for your home link, power moonroof controls, SOS or safety connect. So if you need roadside assistance, you push that button. Here's our locking differential control. Here's our active traction control, and then here's our downhill assist. And then we also have our off-road driving. So we have that full multi-terrain select feature that the 4Runner and the Tacoma are so well known for. That's going to be standard on your TRD off-road edition. Automatic dimming rearview mirrors here. So that pretty much covers all of your buttons and switches up front. Let's go ahead and jump in the back seat. So diving into the back seat, the first thing I want to show you is the folding seats back here. So there actually has a 40, 20, 40 fold down rear seat. So I've got 40% folded down right here. Notice I didn't need to take the headrest out. They kind of fall flat into there. There's child safety seat anchors on the backs of these seats as well. And then this seat here can come down all by itself. It does have a folding armrest with a cup holder under there as well, with a height adjustable headrest. But the seats come down pretty darn easy without having to take the headrest out. One of the things I like about these seats and the way they fold down is if you've got maybe a toolbox you want to throw in here, you can bring up this seat here like this, and you put your toolbox here and not actually damage your seat or set it on your seat. Of course, you can always put it in front if it's a smaller type of a toolbox. But the back seats on here are actually set up kind of like a stadium style seating. So the seat in the back is just a little bit higher than the seats in the front. So it really gives good visibility out the front when you're backseat passenger. These seats have pockets on the backs of both seats, heating vents, and then a couple USB-C charging ports down here on the floor. And then, as I mentioned, this seat does have the folding armrest with the cup holders, and you can also drop just this middle section down. So if you have like snow skis or golf clubs or something you want to run up through the middle, you can do that and still have room for, you know, 2 full-size passengers in the back seat by dropping this middle piece down. So that's a really great feature on here. There's passenger assist grips, there's coat hooks up there as well. There are 3 seat belts back here for up to 3 passengers, so a total of 5 in this particular version. They do offer a 3rd row seat, which honestly is a waste of space and a waste of money because you'd have to be like 3 years old to be able to sit back there. Let's go ahead and jump into the trunk and check that out. The 4Runner does not offer a power liftgate. It is a manual liftgate. It does come up nice and high and out of the way, and it really is the ideal vehicle if you want to do some tailgating, and I'll tell you why. Number one, it's super high, so unless you're 6+, you're not going to have to worry about banging your head on there. The other thing is there's lights on both sides, and there's speakers on both sides. So if you're doing tailgating, you're going to be able to lay out your food on the back here and keep it out of the sunshine. The other thing is it has a nice big step bumper, so you can literally get up inside there. You can sit down on it if you need to change out your work boots or your ski boots or what have you. Nice place to do that. Also, first of all, it does come with the TRD off-road floor mats. These are carpeted floor mats. The all-weather floor mats are an extra charge. This one just doesn't have them. But the floor is completely flat back here, and that's because the spare tire is down underneath, so it doesn't take up any of your cargo room. Over on this side, there's a storage compartment. You've got a cargo net here. Here's your 120 volt outlet. There's also a 12 volt outlet here as well. There's also tie down hooks in all 4 corners, and you can get a cargo cover to go up and cover this over as well. It's not standard on here. And as I mentioned before, the seats fold down, so 40%. Of course, you can drop all of it down, but I just want to show you a little bit of that. And then there is a first aid kit that comes with this, and the amount of space and headroom back here is really terrific. If you're going to go camping, you'll be able to throw a single or maybe even a double air mattress back in there quite easily. it just has just a tremendous amount of space and room. And of course you can always drop these other seats down as well. So you want to bring this seat down, you can drop that down. So a lot of versatility in the 4Runner, and you can see why it's become and has been such a popular off-roading vehicle. So that's a quick interior overview on the 2023 Toyota 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium Edition. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Feel free to share it out, and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comments. And by the way, watch for the link of the exterior overview video at the end of this video. This is Tony talking car biz. Thanks for watching.